Are we going live? Are we going live? We're going live! Hi guys! Hi! How's everybody doing? Okay, I know nobody's here yet, but we're gonna share this live stream. Okay, we're gonna share it. We're gonna tweet it. We're gonna tweet that shit out. Tweet it. I'm more excited than I should be right now. We're gonna tweet. Alright, tweet. Yes. Woohoo! All right. Oh my gosh. 4 years on YouTube. 4 years on YouTube. I can't believe it. I can't believe that I made it this far. I'd like to thank the Academy. How are you guys doing? I have to make sure that this went out on Twitter, but I will be with you guys in a momento, por favor. Hello, are you related to the hipster chick from Twitch? You know what? I think I am. Kind of blood related though, so fairly distant. Hi, Peter. How you doing? Okay, I think this went out on Twitter. Okay. I think everything's all good. Yes, it did. It went down on Twitter, so we are all good to go. I guys like that thumbnail, by the way. Hey, what do you guys think of that thumbnail? I'm absolutely loving it. No. There we go. Okay, perfect. Hey, thank you so much. Welcome in, Neo. Oh my gosh, we have like 5 people and 2 likes on the video. Yes. Also, for you guys tonight, I'm trying a brand new coffee. It's a Utica brand from the area close to where I live, and they make Keurig cups finally and sold it in stores. So I'm gonna try it tonight. Ooh, she's fire. She's ice. She's splendiferous. Ooh, that's a good coffee. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that. Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? Hey, Tony, what's going on? A brand new coffee. You're being brave. I know, and typical, just not as typical from what I usually get from Starbucks and everything like that. So there's coffee you've never tried before. Yeah, surprisingly so. There's a lot of coffee I have not tried before. But you guys, 4 years. 4 years on YouTube. Guys, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for everything. I know I look like barefaced. I don't have any makeup or anything like that, so you are seeing a barefaced hoe over here. I was getting emotional before because my mom and I were talking about things during dinner, and she was like, I can't believe you've been on YouTube now for 4 years. And it's crazy. I'm doing great, Tony. I'm doing absolutely wonderful. I got a lot of client work done today. There was a lot of stuff I needed to take care of before I could take care of my stuff today. Yeah, there was just a lot, and I'm just so incredibly happy that I've been able to make some new friends, be able to keep the old ones here. Hey, Josh, what's going on? Welcome in. How are you, dude? Welcome to the stream. I'm just like being a blubbery mess right now and telling people how just grateful I am that it's just been 4 years. 4 years on YouTube, and it's crazy because I started off no face cam, still had this mic, which I'll show you right now, the Audio Technica, been with me since the beginning. Okay, still using the same camera over there. Absolutely crazy. Congrats on 4 years. Thank you so much, Josh. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being such a good friend through I know I met you like fairly recently, but it feels like I've known you forever. My Brooklyn just came out. It feels like I've known you forever. You were just a baby hipster when you started. I know. How old was I? I was 23 when I started. I'm 27 now. I'm happy for you and such an amazing person as well. Thank you. I appreciate that, Neo. She has the baby face. I do. I have those baby cheeks. I'm going to be in my late 30s, and I'm still going to look like a 14-year-old. I think we are using the same mic. Oh, you use Audio Technica too? See? That's awesome. Hype that. It's been an absolute pleasure. Yeah, also, really and truly, it's been such a growing experience because I came on YouTube after one hell of a breakup, after just finding myself through college, after graduating and just realizing that I didn't want to work in the psych field. I didn't want to, be one of those people that just gets corrupted by the system politically and everything. So I decided, you know what? Let me use my degree and put it towards something I know I'm going to love and be passionate about. Val, Laura, welcome to the stream. How are you, girls? How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. Hipster 30 still having dimples. Oh my gosh, that's a thing. Yeah, I can't imagine what my kids are gonna look like. You know, hey, what's going on? It came out of the womb with dimples. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe, like, I was getting so emotional whenever I was with my family before, because they were like, you basically like had your early 20s on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Because I started off no face cam doing Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and I still haven't finished that game. I still have to complete the final boss, and I couldn't do it because whenever they switched over everything from Mac to PC, I couldn't play Five Nights at Freddy's on the Mac anymore. I was like, oh, okay. All right. So that changed. The same with Frambo, by the way, as well. Wasn't as knowledgeable in gaming as I am now. I consider myself leaning towards somewhat of the Webster's Dictionary of Gaming. That's my goal. That's what I want to be. And I kind of want to be like PewDiePie, but without the scandals. So, yeah, it's getting there. Hopefully someday we'll be able to reach that 100K milestone, hopefully. And just, it's such a journey to be able to experience, going from piss poor editing to being able to do stuff and put gifs in my videos and entertain you guys and just do things that I absolutely love on here. And, you know, Resident Evil 3 came out at such a perfect time when I was starting to be able to find more of my voice on this platform. And I know it seems like I already found my voice, but in all reality, it's still sometimes a struggle some days to be able to realize that, wow, I have this channel and I'm able to communicate these things with you guys, you know, whether it be about Kappa, whether it be about everything else, you know, I'm able to convey ideas and messages, try new things, you know, scrap old things, you know. Let's see. Well, yeah, I remember how I started. That's crazy. At least you had a computer. I had a crap top from my school. It was kind of iffy, and then I moved on to getting myself a 10-year-old MacBook, which I later regretted. Oh my gosh, what's going on, Ethan? How are you? Held for review. What's going on? Oh, okay. Thank you, Peter. It's Ari, the girl with the dream, so awesome and bubbly, she'll make you scream. A queen with the scene, Ari smile beam, a lady who rock shows, some sass will always knock you on your ass. Thank you, Dragon Face. T-Talks still my favorite. Yes, the rebranded T-Talks to the casual nerd. My goodness. I'm happy I changed the name of those to the casual nerd, honestly. Even when you're struggling, we hear your voice, Ariel. We love and adore you. Just so amazing. I really appreciate that, you guys. Thank you. And what we're going to do tonight, we're going to reminisce. We're going to discuss what's going to be coming on the channel. We're going to be discussing different things that are actually going to be changing. There's an idea that I've been sitting on for the past month. And I'm really, really excited to dive into it with you guys because I haven't really talked about it at all. Oh, it's you, Okami, Dragon Face. I was like, wait a second, I thought it was Okami. Because every single time you come into chat, you come up with the song quote, and I'm just like, yes, I'm living for it. I'm here for that. Let's see. My weekend was shitty. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. The detox helped me with my depression. I'm going through a lot. I'm so happy that I can help in any way that I can, but I'm also sorry that you're going through that. But in our hearts, it's still the tea talk. Yes, it is still the tea talk. For me, it's always going to be the tea talks, but you know, for all intents and purposes, it is a casual nerd. Hey, what's going on, Chris? How are you? Yes, I always recognize your name. We've been buddies for a while now, so I always recognize your name. Hey, Midnight, what's going on? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ariel helps so many people. It's crazy. She's so amazing, talented, and just got a heart of gold. Even though I can be blunt a lot of the time, I really do try my best to try to help as many as I can, you know, within that reason of like self-preservation and everything like that. Because I see so many people who give themselves up more than they should, and I'm trying to find a balance with that, honestly. You want a song quote? Absolutely. Yes, give it to me. Well, I might as well tell you the one part, not too much for people to worry, but I was in the ER on Friday. Are you okay? Like, seriously, are you okay, though? Well, here it comes. Oh, yes, I'm ready for the song quotes. Let's do it. But yes, while they type up what they're typing up, I am going to be starting a new series. And I'm really excited about this new series. Now, first, before we get into what the series is going to be, I want to see if people can guess what this series is going to be on YouTube. Go ahead, type your guesses in the chat. I'm eager. I'm curious. You're fine? Okay. I'm glad that you're fine, but also worried that you had to go to the ER. Cold as a valley, where I leave my head, cold as a woman in another man's bed, down the forest with the devil in me. I remember the looks and the faces through the semaphore trees. I can't pronounce it. I'll DM you on Discord. Okay, sounds good. Hipster's coffee review? It's not a coffee review. Probably do that for the vlog channel. Is it game related? Somewhat. Somewhat. Is it Resident Evil related? No, it's not Resident Evil related. Coffee talk review? Nope, it is not that either. And it's something I've been sitting on for a while because I don't see a lot of females in this segment. That gives you guys a little hint. Why does French Richard Zombie trigger people? It only triggers you. Yeah, it only triggers you, buddy. Because honestly, whenever you said that it was French Midget Zombie, I was like, wait, what? K-pop? Nope. Okay, so what it's going to be. Wait, I want to catch up with the Call of Duty. No, I'm actually going to be playing Call of Duty on the channel, though, but that's a good guess. Somewhat game related. It is somewhat game related because the new series that I'm going to be starting, and it's going to be every other week starting the middle of this year, is, drumroll please, tech reviews. We're going to be going with the latest tech reviews online. We're going to be testing out whichever ones I can get my hands on. We're going to be reviewing them either in an article form, and it'll be in video format too. So, yes to tech reviews. Love for the Blood Gods series. Just me saying love for the Bug Gods every other time. Anime. I actually did Anime Miss a couple of years ago, I think so. But guys, I'll be back. I need to get my inhaler. I need to take a puff of it. So hold on one moment. Everything's fine. I'm fine. Okay. Oh, snap. That's a killer. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to be starting some tech reviews. Which was anime. Wait, hold on a second. Which was anime Minecraft. Ooh, I don't like Minecraft. That's one thing I will not review. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. I have so many good anime recommendations. I love anime. If you ever want to swing those recommendations my way, be my guest because I love anime so much. Hey, what's going on? Dustin, how are you? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, it's been 4 years that I've been on YouTube right now. How have you been? I haven't heard from you in a while. I DM'd you on Discord. Okay, I will check it out after the stream. Hipster tech reviews? Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god, right? I'm doing good. We're celebrating 4 years having a YouTube channel. It's been absolutely crazy. Just, man, everything's been absolute madness in the best way possible, actually. Watch Assassination Classroom. I have that on my list, I believe on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I would like to say I'm an OG hipster. I've been here from the very beginning. Yeah, Dustbin. I can't talk today. Dustin has been around from the very beginning. He was actually originally the one who helped me get into my first MC before they made all of the changes, MCN rather, before they made all the changes to YouTube, where you had to have like 4,000 hours of watch time and everything. Any particular tech you want to start with? I want to start with in computer type tech, since I'm going to be getting a graphics card soon. I want to be able to review the graphics card, see how it works, like what are the specs about it, like how it works with like different computers besides the one that I'm getting it for. I also want to go along with capture cards, review some of those, particularly the ones from Elgato. Let's see. because he was full of ideas, and the best way to see an idea is stream it, see what people think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because the main thing is that and comparisons based on older models versus newer ones, because since I'm not going to be getting older models, obviously, I'm going to be going with different newer models to see how everything is going. I might just like upgrade my entire computer, honestly, because it's one of those things of where, since people want to see me do games like big time on Twitch, I'm thinking of just, updating the entire full specs rather of my computer. What graphics card? Just built my gaming PC like a week ago. Okay. So I'm thinking of going with NVIDIA, but I'm not entirely sure yet because I'm still doing research. It takes a while to be able to choose the right one. And I basically got my computer. It was gifted to me. It was like a $400 PC that was built from a guy on eBay. Elgato sucks. That's your... No, I own Elgato. I absolutely love using it. It's been something I've used for like ever since I started my YouTube channel. It's incredible. At least I think so. I love Elgato. Cough, play Neverending Nightmares. Dark One. Oh, I'm going to be playing those. And Neverending Nightmares, when I started it, I absolutely loved it. And I'm just like, oh my god, it's just so good so far. I want to see it do its whole experience. Let's see. Message me sometime. I built a beast in gaming streaming PC for $600. Man, a lot of the time, most of them like cost between $1,500 to $2,000. So that's impressive. Dark Souls. God dear me. Dark Soul. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought, Dark Souls is one of those games that I hear is a grinder, but I also hear it's a very good game as well. Is your Twitch anniversary soon? It's in March, so it technically already passed. Hashtag whoops. I don't pay attention to my Twitch anniversary as much as I do for this anniversary, honestly. But yeah, there's some other ones I'm going to be doing. My first tech review that immediately drew me in to doing tech reviews in general was this guy right over here, my Switch. Because whenever I did the tech review on that, I found that I really love diving in to the tech reviews in general, because there's so much in there. There's so much that you can focus on and do. I mean, I'll probably like end up trying to be like the next guy Justine or some shit, but not really, because she's an OG. So yeah, I dig Elgato, but Evermedia makes some good stuff too. They really do. It's just I've never used any of the other stuff. I only really use Elgato, so that's my only comparison to it. Let's see, one of my favorite YouTubers came back the other day, so this week has been one upside. That's really good. Which YouTuber was it, if you don't mind my asking? You missed so much from what was lost in the graphics and Neverending Nightmares. You have to start fresh when you go back into it. Okay, absolutely, I will do. You don't need to spend that much. Trust me, I did so much research and all the PC stuff. I can help you put one out. Yeah, absolutely. A PC render a 5 gigabyte video in 45 minutes. Damn. Yeah, that's about the same with mine actually, because whenever I was doing a client video earlier today, I edited down from 4.5 hours to about 30 minutes, and the entire video it took about like maybe half an hour to render. Let's see. Wait a second. No, my idea went by. Wait, it did? Hold on a second. So my idea I give to you, if you'd be willing, obviously, is in your, would you let people pick games or a series you've done before as a hipster throwback? Oh, okay. I've actually done that before with the game Outlast. Now, when I used to do the game Outlast for the very first time, it was so crappy. I don't know if you guys remember. I know, Dustin, you're probably going to remember, because I think I remember you like seeing the very first time I ever played Outlast. And I played on my MacBook with my capture, like the Elgato capture system. It was absolute trash. The way that the MacBook was so slow, it was literally a never-ending nightmare with that thing. It would just buffer at the worst times. I was looking for the right word, but yeah, it was, oh my god, it was terrible. But yeah, I did a redo of that series, and it was one of those things of where, like, if I blinked, like, it would still be on the same page with the MacBook. But no, whenever I upgraded to PC and was able to connect my PC to my Elgato and then use it from that way through the TV screen. I was like, oh my God, yes, that's so much better. and I had to buy Outlast again, sadly, to repurchase it for the Elgato and for the capabilities that was not on the MacBook. So yeah, I ended up redoing that series. I'm redoing the series for Five Nights at Freddy's 4 for when we hit 2,000 subscribers. So I'm really excited about that. This guy, so your Switch is a yeah, you know what? I just assumed it's gender. Corey Shin, oh, I've heard of him. I don't know if he's going back to his regular uploads, but he posted a video after 9 months. Oh, wow. Did you get Resident Evil 3? I did. I got it. I'm so happy. I start recording it tonight because I had to finish up all my client work first, and my client work comes before my own work right now. So let's see, 4.5 hours down to half an hour. What the hell? Such a waste to just get rid of it. He wanted a highlight reel. That's exactly what he wanted me to do. So yes, he wanted me to get rid of a lot of it. A lot of it was dead space. He would take breaks in the middle of it, get, a water or something like that. So that's what a lot of people want, Neo. He wants me to highlight, not highlight. I can't talk tonight for some reason. He wanted me to put something down to a highlight reel where it was like all the best moments of the stream. And I think it's a normal thing to do. I just watched some of your Ori videos the other day. Oh, nice. Dustin, what'd you think of it? Did you get your Adobe software working on? I did. I ended up uninstalling it and reinstalling it. Oh my God, it was such a hassle. I'm waiting on a new capture card to arrive so I can capture HDR, not capture this RE2 playthrough is killing me. Can't wait to dig into 3. What are you thinking of Resident Evil 2 Remake? Now, if I'm guessing correctly, I don't know if you played the first original, but you guys, I found something out about the game and we're going to dive into this. We're going to dive into this. Are you like the game? Okay, because for me personally, I was bawling like a baby during the last part of Ori and the Will of Wisps. It was emotional. Okay. Did Ari just say that? I assume their gender. Oh crap! Kotaku and Jason's. We're gonna crack down her now. Oh my gosh! I don't know what's going on with my breathing. I feel like I need to take another puff of my inhaler, and I don't want to. I did play the originals, and the remake of 2 is positively masterful. Yes, it is. My God, it is incredible. Now, the thing that I found, I'll let your comment show. What is it? If you want to watch a good content creator, Bash 12349 makes the funniest RE videos. Oh yeah, I've heard of his stuff. He's really hilarious. Wasn't he the guy who did the sing version of Resident Evil 7 with the pop 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 balloons, pop pop pop? I remember some guy doing that. I wasn't sure if it was him or not. But yes, one thing I do have to tell you guys, I did some digging because in Resident Evil 3, the original one that came out in 1999, there are multiple endings to the games that you can get. You can get one where you see Barry again. And then you can get one where Carlos is like hopping around. He's like, yeah, we got to flight out of here, man. Let's go. Let's do this. In this game, in the remake, there is no multiple endings. None. I'll probably mention that in the playthrough that I do, but yeah, there is no multiple endings. So if they don't bring Barry back for this ending, I'm gonna throw some hands. Okay. I'm not gonna be happy if they don't like bring back Barry because it's just no. I'm not having that. I'm not. You see, I was about to say I'm not a stickler, but I kind of am because this game, Resident Evil 3, meant more to me than Resident Evil 2. Because whenever I sat down to play Resident Evil 2 for the first time when I was a kid, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool, yes. And whenever they did the remake, I was like, wow, it really connected with that. I was so just amazed by how everything went with that. Resident Evil 1 and 3 are 2 of my favorite Resident Evil games. I just really would love it if they keep it in line. And what I'm going to be doing with you guys for this playthrough, it's going to be very special because like Resident Evil 2, we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison and we're going to be doing a in-depth playthrough to see how it compares to the original game. So I have a bit of a confession to make. I saw some of the remake earlier and I may or may not have been interested. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Nia. That's really, really cool. I'm glad to hear that. Serious question. What's your thoughts on the ideas of them remaking 4 in the new engine? I'm all for it. I am all for it. I've always wanted to see number 4 remade in a new engine, just as long as they keep to the story and they don't trash everything and they make Ashley just as obnoxious. I'm all for it. Just hang out. To actually not just watch. I'm excited for you. See, I told you that you were going to get interested in the games. See, I told you. I've never seen the original. Does Nemi die? I'm not. Well, it's been 15 plus years, and there are going to be spoilers. So, yeah, Nemi does die. I'm just going to say Nemi does die. But yeah, it's been 15 plus years. Spoilers now. Who is she? Like, of course, there are going to be spoilers. Like, if anybody hasn't played the games in this long, then that's your fault. It's okay, though. Let's see. The game came out a few days ago. How do people know about the endings? There are people who got pre-access to the games, and Markiplier, a lot of them being one of them. So, yeah, a lot of people already know about the game. Game companies who get early access, like IGN and Ubisoft, they got a lot of early access points. Because people blitz through no, it's not just people blitz through games. It's a lot of companies and YouTubers get early access to those. So same here. Loads of people say it's already perfect, but I think the new engine would really do the game just. It really would, especially Leon. Come on, Leon is going to look so good in the new engine. Like, forget Carlos, okay? Like, come on, seriously. There's no way I'm buying it full price, though, for a game I want on the fence about. Well, I mean, the company deserves full price. All I'm saying. You've only played Resident Evil 6. Oh, you poor soul. Oh, no. Play the other games, please. As a favor, to moi. Play the other games. Play the other games. Please. Merci beaucoup. Please. You'll get early access one day. I hope. Even if it's just to like a demo game from an indie developer, it's still an honor. Yes, you bloody Leon. Oh my god. Leon is bae, okay? Actually, I would say Chris Redfield is bae, but then again, you know, I have a thing for pretty boys. So another question, did you ever play Dead Space series? I did when I was really young. Oh my god, I absolutely love Dead Space. It's one of my favorite games. Never played any of the RE game. Tony, you would love it. Oh my god. It's just jam-packed with so much story, so much capability. I will say, Silent Hill has a better story than Resident Evil does, but when it comes to Resident Evil, the action in the game executes perfectly along with the storyline. So I don't know if, Josh, if you're still in here, I don't know if you agree with that. But it's absolutely stunning because whenever I see the gameplay goes in accordance with the story and vice versa, because there's so much action, but the action pertains to the story. That makes sense? So. Oh, you don't have a way to? Okay, I got you. No, I won't do it anymore unless my heart is set on it. Well, you know what? You asked me to create a list for you of games, so I'm still putting that on the list. I already have a almost a full list for you, actually. Which Dead Space? I played 1, 2, and there was one that they did for the Wii. I have to take another puff of the inhaler. I'm so sorry, you guys. I've never been big on Resident Evil, but I see the appeal. Yeah, and you know what? To each their own, because I know a lot of people who don't really enjoy the Resident Evil games, but can see the way that it plays through and respect it. But yeah, I completely understand. No, actually, Jonathan is daddy? Wait, who's daddy? wait a second. Oh, good lord. First Dead Space was insanely good. Second one was good, following, but not fantastic. The third one was fun, but got killed by EA's greed for microtransactions. Oh, you guys know how I feel on microtransactions. We're not going to get into this again, are we? We are not going to get into this again. Not on my anniversary. I will just say, I care for microtransactions, okay? DLCs are amazing. Loot boxes are people's choice, not a necessity. Moving on. You don't have to get them if you don't want them. Deal with microtransactions. They're always going to be there. Case closed. You can always emulate the game. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. If your system can handle it, yeah, you can always emulate the game. No, I won't. I like to create my character. I don't like default characters. Okay. I loved it because I was like playing Event Horizon in game form. Oh yeah, Event Horizon is actually pretty good. Oh yeah, Jonathan from there. Yeah, I was half joking about that, but he kind of is, Daddy. And I'm kind of a Snorlax right now. That day. Plus, I don't see the appeal. Okay, fair enough. I mean, Dead Space 3 also wasn't Scar. Wait, wasn't Scar? Oh, scary. Oh, yeah, no, no, it was not scary at all. They RE6'd it. Facts. Wait, my cat wants to come in. Feather, you want to come in? Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. My cat wants food. Hold on. Sorry about that. My cat was really hungry. He did like this purr meow at me where he's like, "Ma." I'm like, okay, sir. Excuse me, sir. Let's see. What about Blood Omen and Soul River series? I've never played those, so I wouldn't know if they would be good as remakes or not. Wait, are you going to bring microtransactions to the community? No, I would not actually. I'm not. You see, I can respect companies who do the microtransactions. It wouldn't be my choice, but it is what it is when it comes down to a lot of gaming companies. If I were to ever create a game, it would be just one price for the game. That's it. You get everything. And plus, I already have a story written for a game that I want to try to create, so. Let's see. Although Peter new here on the hipster microtransactions. No, he's not. He knows about my opinions on microtransactions for the past couple of years, actually. Give me a Soulsborne game and or anime fighting game. I'm good. Oh, nice. Very nice. Legacy of Kain. Soul River would make me so happy. That would deserve to be re-explored. See, you guys know more about like a lot of the platforming 8-bit, 16-bit games than I do, considering the fact that, like, yes, did I play a lot of the older games when I was younger? I did. But my first experience really of gaming when I was younger was Resident Evil and Mario and Pac-Man. And of course, like different computer games that my dad had on his drive. So I wasn't really a platformer gamer until this past couple of years ago, actually, whenever I started to play Ori. So Legacy Kain was amazing. See, if you guys are saying that it's amazing, then I have to start playing it because I mean, if you guys say it's amazing, then I think it's amazing too. Oh, you don't like platformers? Okay, interesting. See, ever since I started Ori and the Will of Wisps, I saw how amazing that platformer was. I was like, okay, this is cool. I played Frambo. Frambo is another amazing platformer. By the way, if you guys have not played Frambo or seen my playthrough, be sure to check it out. Yeah, it's just absolutely incredible. I love Frambo. Blood Omen and Soul Revere games, something you'd like. They were made by Amy Henning and the following story of Raziel. Oh, okay, I like that name. An undead vampire who... You got me a vampire. You got me a vampire. I did my thesis on vampires. You got me a vampire. Yes. I love platform. Platformers they have a special place in the heart. We'll just say that. I mean, my track record with games shows that all. I like platformer games like wait a second, Mega Man Zero's. I can't. You know what? I think it's because I can't see. Let me put my glasses. Maybe that'll help. Not sure. And yes, my jeans are ripped. Somebody come at me in the comments section. Oh my god, that is so much better. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Oh my gosh. There we go. Woo! He's right. Dated in presentation, but the story and mechanics hold up mostly. You see, I'm one for if the story is good and the mechanics are manageable, if it's an older game, then I have no problem with it. It's when the mechanics get shitty, like Blair Witch. What the hell were they doing with Blair Witch? I'm sorry, but when your cart disappears right in the middle of the train track where you're supposed to go, it's not manageable. Never played a Mega Man game in my life. Oh, okay. I've never played one either, so same boat. If you like Vampire Underdog, Back from Hell, Revenge Quest is very pretty. I suspect you will dig it. Yeah, the thing is that with vampire games in general, since I'm one that's done a lot of my psychological education in vampire lore, surprisingly enough, anything vampire I'm into. Even just to see if it sucks or not, I'm really into. It's like the same as my mom. She did her, whatchamacallit? She did her master's thesis on the Arthurian legend. So anything that has to do with King Arthur, she's about it. Let's see, if you can get your hands on an emulator, you can play the first ones from PS1 emulator. Legacy of Kain was on PS2. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. Once I upgrade everything that I need to on my computer, I might do that with the first Silent Hill game too. Get a PS1, play it that way. Because I really need to play the first Silent Hill game. Like, I need to do this in my life. It's going to be so cringy, but that's what I'm excited about, honestly. And also, on the channel, we're going to be playing Code Veronica X in all of its original early 2000s glory. So, let's see. Those G's are more holes in the material. Oh, they're very holy. I'm really surprised you've not played Legacy of Kain considering you're a vampire buff. I've never even heard of it. It's very seldom that I find vampire games that are actually really good. Like Blood Rain. It's so good. It's cringy AF because of the graphics and everything, but it's so good. And we're playing the first game as well, which is going to be on PC. It's not going to be on console because they decided to make it backwards fucking compatible. Only the second game. And number 3, which, by the way, we don't talk about number 3 because Blood Rain number 3 is a platformer. But not a good platformer. It's a platformer where every single time you get to a different section, the story doesn't continue properly. I can't stand that shit. Let's see. If you ever decide to check out Legacy of Kain, I suggest sticking to Soul, River, and Beyond. Okay? Still good for the story. Blood Omen is kind of dated. Okay, interesting to know. Also, God of War games are really... Yes! God of War games, I wanted to play those so much. One of my other reasons I want to get a PS5. Because honestly, God of War, I just want to hear him say, boy! I want to hear him say that so much. Honestly, that would be so amazing. Let's see. It's weird you looked into Psychology of Vampires as the first story I ever wrote was about a vampire and his family. Oh, okay. Crazy coincidence. Yeah, it really is actually. God of War are okay. I mean, honestly, with God of War, I feel like the mechanics would be really, really good. Played that. I played the elevator platform about 5 seconds before turning it off. Yeah. See, it's yeah. Neo. Neo, I think you just triggered Okami. Oh man, this coffee has an aftertaste that kind of tastes like pumpkin spice, and not in the good way. Oh, it was good at first, and then it kind of just went down there. Ew. I mean, you know, Utica is known for making really good coffee, but this is... Sorry. Dad of Boy is also masterful. Dad of Boy? Also, Josh, how are you liking the collector's edition of Resident Evil 3? A synopsis, if you will, before we see your video, if you care to share. Nope, I have French rigid zombies and blood for the blood gods. I belong here. Yeah, he does belong here. It is a great franchise. I've seen certain playthroughs of it, and I can't wait to play for myself because I know the one if I do get a PS4, I'm going to get the bundle with God of War, Zero Dawn New Horizon, and Was it Last of Us remastered? Like they kind of fumbled at 3, but the PS4 reboot is amazing. Okay, interesting. Actually, I just found out Soul River is on Steam. All right, I'll definitely look into that then. Would you drink the poop coffee? Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. The poop coffee is supposed to be a delicacy in India. I don't think, as much as I love coffee, I don't love it enough to drink poop coffee. No, not at all. Even if someone were to give me $100,000, I would never drink poop coffee. I'm holding myself to that. They actually explain the reason why Karuto is Atreyu's boy so much. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I guess you have an option if you want to check it out. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, that's my favorite unboxing I've done. Did some really tricky stuff with the rotating a platform for Jill's statue and the lighting. So hopefully it turns out well Thursday. Oh, okay, absolutely. That's so cool. That's really, see, it's really interesting to see like different unboxings of the collector's editions to see how people think of the figurines, because I know the first one was for Leon Kennedy and then the next one they did for Jill Valentine, and I was so close to getting it, but it was sold out whenever I clicked on the website, and I'm like, okay then. Okay. Thank you. Look, I'm not saying they're bad games. It's not necessarily a favorite or something I get hyped about. And that's okay. You know, people have their favorite games. Like the way I'm not a fan of DBZ, but I respect the plot line of the story and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. Next Thursday, I think, okay, all right, nifty. Nifty. Well, I'm not 65 years old. Oh, children, look over there. There's something nifty in the background. This is me with my cane, by the way. There's something nifty in the background. Let's go check it out. Fucking hell, nifty. Some people don't get hyped about DBZ. People can be wrong. Just the way, you know, it's the same whenever people don't get hyped about Resident Evil. You can have your opinion, but it's the wrong one. What's your steelbook thing? Let's have. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to show you guys a steelbook. They says because when you travel to Norse realm, he had to learn from the native language. So while he hears the game language in 95% English, he's actually speaking Norse. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I'm a fan of DBZ. Wear my Xenoverse Thorbanda. Hami Kami. Haha. I was trying to have a serious face. Damn it, I laughed. Hi, Marco. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Because he's not naturally fluent in the language, he sticks to mostly addressing Atreyu as boy. Boy! But yes, this is the steelbook. Doesn't Nemi look so cute? Hello, Nemi! And then we have my twin over here, Jill Valentine. Bay. Okay, Bay. And then you can just put the CD in here if you so desire. Absolutely amazing. I see on here. And then this is just the regular Xbox one that comes in. So yes, absolutely stunning. I have the CD already in my Xbox. So yeah, absolutely wonderful. I love it. Loves it. And we can't stop. No, we won't stop. Something Miley Cyrus sticks her tongue out words. I don't know. Hey, ever thought of doing a playthrough on Doom Eternal? Unless I missed it. No, I did not do a playthrough on Doom Eternal yet. I haven't gotten the game yet, and I don't know which one to get first. Animal Crossings or Doom. I don't know which one to get because I still need to play the first Doom, and I'd rather play the first Doom and then move on to the second game and do it that way. So I'm tempted maybe to get Animal Crossings New Horizon first, and then the first Doom, and then the second Doom at some point. But they're so expensive. The toothy one. I don't want any Xenoverse. Thank you very much. Hami Kami. Haha. I just triggered Neo so much. Oh my gosh, I can't. Obviously this has more caffeine in it. Holy shit. Oh, this is why I don't have a boyfriend. Okay, maybe no more Xenoverse, but something that I can relate to my own character at least. So she did it again. I just fucking snorted. My God, I can't. I'm not. I, trigger raising and anger rage raising. So you guys, it's time for you guys to pick a topic that we can discuss to reminisce. I know some of you guys are new. I was about to say fans here. I hate using that term because you guys are my friends. You're not my fans. But yes, we are going to be just reminiscing for a little bit. So if you guys have a topic that you want to reminisce about, since it's the 4-year anniversary, please bring it up and we can cringe at it together. We can laugh at it together. We can, say hip hip hooray. Ariel's different. Yay. Let's see. Okay, yes, I agree with you with that, Tony. A guy jumped me and tried to mug me once while I was standing there with a knife. He said, "Give me your money." I just looked at him with kami. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, they're both so good. Eternal is more brutal than Doom 2016. Oh wow. Damn, I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, that's actually interesting because I saw a few friends of mine stream Doom Eternal. That's actually, yeah, you're fairly accurate on that. It really is brutal. He said, "Forget it. Now it's unlikely, but I'm not going to take the risk." Oh gosh, I actually have a. What was your favorite and favorite worst and most special moments? Oh, worst and special moments. My favorite worst moment was when I tried to do a skit to show you guys how to Markiplier. Now, this was back in 2016 when I started my channel, and I was trying to start a series on how to hipster, how to Markiplier, how to do this, how to do that, in really ridiculous ways. So, I just, oh my god, I showed you guys like how to. We're reminiscing, Chris, on old cringy moments and best moments of the channel. So I think, yeah, that would be my cringiest moment of where I tried to show you guys how to Markiplier. And, it's interesting because one of the main reasons why I do this is because Markiplier inspired me to do this. He really basically gave me a metaphorical kick in the ass to do it by saying you can accomplish anything as long as you believe in yourself. And that was the biggest takeaway for me, I think, because whenever I was trying to do YouTube before, I never really believed in myself. I never really thought I could do it. I didn't think it was entertaining enough. I didn't think I was pretty enough. I didn't think I could do any of it. And then slowly but surely, once I started doing YouTube, I found confidence in myself that I could actually do it. And that's why you saw a lot of my channel in the very beginning go so all over the place. It was so all over the place. It was so randomized. It was just like, what the fuck is going on here? So yeah, it was really, oh my gosh, it was crazy. So that has to be the triggering moment for me of cringiest worst moments. But my best moments on this channel, I think, I don't know. I think it would have to be. There's just a lot of them. There's a lot of really great moments on the channel. When I started Resident Evil. And the thing is that the reason why that's one of my favorite moments is because I've wanted to do a playthrough on YouTube of it for so long. But like I said, I never thought it was entertaining enough. I never thought that I could actually do a playthrough. And there were so many guys who were on the platform who were telling me, "You're a female. Stick to being a beauty guru." Like, it brought down my confidence. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this. And the first playthrough of Resident Evil that I ever did made me realize how passionate I was actually about doing this. And that's my favorite moment on the channel is when I started doing that series. And now that's why doing this series is so important to me, because it shows me that, hey, I can actually succeed at something that I love so much. So, yeah. But that's a great question. I really appreciate that. I actually have one. What was your? Oh, there it is. Triggering me. Thought the most special moment was when I subscribed. Oh, that is a special moment because you're one of the first people who really started commenting a lot on my videos and really engaging in my content because you came around the time of Alien Isolation and that was one of my favorite fucking playthroughs. Oh my god, so good. I think I was thinking something more special, bean can or Big Bang, or maybe Spirit Bomb, but that takes too much time. um, Booty Grew my fucking ass. No one puts hipster in a corner. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things of where it was at a stage in my life of where people were just seeing a lot of gaming news, and I was bringing that to the table, and people got scared because they saw a female coming up, and they were like, "What is she doing? What the fuck is she doing?" But yeah, so what else do you guys want to discuss and everything? I am open to different subjects just as long as, within reason is all I'll say. If there's a topic that I don't want to talk about, I'll tell you guys. So, but yeah, it was really a special time for me whenever I started that series. And then doing, what is it, indie games. Like, what was it? Deeper Sleep, I think it was called. I remember that was one of the first PC indie games that I did, and that was when I was back up at school. It was really an amazing game. Definitely recommended for anybody who really likes indie retro style games that have the kind of like that aesthetic vibe to them. It's really, really cool. So Deeper Sleep, I think there's only three games of the Deeper Sleep, and it's absolutely a wonderful series. That was when I started experimenting with thumbnail work, and it's fascinating how you could go from point A, which I sucked, and point B, which is like, okay, I'm getting good at this, Well, they should grow up and see your talent and not your gender. God, that ticks me off. Yeah, well, unfortunately, a lot of YouTubers have a stick up their ass the size of Mount Aloysius. So how much of an interest do you have in retro titles, like let's say GC, PS2 era back? Oh, so much interest. I don't care if it's a retro title or, something that's a AAA title from today. I'm always going to have interest in any kind of game, even if it's a game from the 1980s. I'm so sorry, hipster. What have I done? You haven't done anything. You're fine. You've DBZ'd your chat. I mean, let's see. Okay, serious topic here. What did you think of the hints of Silent Hill being received? Konami has denounced the rumors, but information I sent to you, there's way too much coincidence. I don't believe it. I'm going to be serious right now. I really don't believe it. If he's going to say anything, he will say something when the time is right. He's not going to have various sources leak things on purpose because he wants to not make it look like it was him doing it or something. I don't know. I'm too much of a realist to know that there's not enough money that's going to be brought into the games. It's a wonderful series for nostalgia purposes, but there's nothing that's going to happen unless Konami says something down the road. Which, if he's working on something and he doesn't want to say anything, he's someone who keeps everything very close to the chest. Very close to the chest. So, do I think something is happening? Yes. Do I think that he's going to say anything anytime soon? Probably not. The rumors have been pretty universally debunked. Yeah, they have. While they may sound convincing, people are really good writers. Like, people are really creative. Plus Konami as well. Konami is a good creator. He is a really great game maker. It's just the place that he worked for. Not Konami, Kojima. Kojima is a really great, Kojima is a really great game creator, game developer, whatever you want to call it. But Konami kind of fucked over everything. Because whenever he worked with that company, it sent everything downhill. Yes, they released a lot of really amazing games, but it was all because of Kojima, not the company. Like, yes, Konami is the publisher, but Kojima is the game developer. So you think it was a wild goose chase? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Let's see. Detective hipster on the case. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's my job. I love doing detective work when it comes to gaming because I can, disprove people's bullshit. Konami fucked up with Yu-Gi-Oh! Though. They did. They massively did. Let's see. It's a wild idea, but I wouldn't put it past Konami. He knows about it. He's a smart dude. He knows about everything that's going around, and he's probably laughing. I know I would too if I were in their shoes. I would feel flattered that they would create these kinds of things, but honestly, when it comes down to game development world, there's so much they have to take into consideration. How much money is being put into a project? Excuse me. How much time is being invested? What people are being paid off to say what? there's a lot of politics, but there's a lot of good that goes into the company, and it's a shame that people have to spread around all these different rumors about the company in order to be able to like satiate their need for something, you know? People like to shit talk and stir the pot and gives false news. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kojima is a maniac. Was it a manic genius? Konami have gone so downhill. Yeah, they just stick to doing like pachinkos or whatever the fuck it is they're doing. That's fine. They can do that. But Kojima is going to rise up, quite possibly doing a Silent Hill game, flipping them off, saying, "Hey, I'm doing what you guys should have been doing a long time ago." If that's what they're doing, then that's great. But Kojima is the real mastermind behind this, not Konami. We didn't say there was anything wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh! We're just saying that they did a really bad job with the game whenever it was made by them. So it breaks my heart that MGS5 lost out on the final chapter. Really, honestly. Now, Chris, think of all the pachinko machines. Hey, what's going on, Savage Pancake? How are you? Happy for your anniversary, getting sleepy, so I'm gonna rehydrate my toilet and then head to bed because my eyes are getting heavy. Have a great night. Much love. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Everything beyond Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is wrong. Hey, Kashami, welcome by. Just dropping to wish you a happy YouTube anniversary. I'll be lurking here until I have something to contribute. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being around basically since the beginning. You're an amazing human being, and I'm so happy we became friends through YouTube. See, I think Konami just went overboard with how they treated Kojima, like blocking him from accepting an award. Like, really, do you have to be that childish? Yeah, whenever that happened, I was astounded. I was just like, what exactly are you doing? And why? Like, he created the game. This mastermind created the game. And Death Stranding, it could have been under Kojima, but no, y'all had to be greedy mother fluffers. 5Ds were pretty all right. Yeah, they were okay. The games, they kept it alive, and now not just the gaming stuff. Yeah, not anime, the actual card game. Yeah, the card game was just ugh. It's just bad, and I don't even like Yu-Gi-Oh! The actual card game is debatable. Yeah, DTA miners on PC found out a third chapter was supposed to happen, but obviously it was a cut. Konami fucked over Kojima and forced the game to be early release. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what happened with the WrestleMania game, because a lot of the time whenever you create a game and you want to release it just for publicity stunts, that's when you're in it for the money, not just for creating a game. A lot of game companies get really salty whenever you leave and will bend over backwards to make sure you never work in the industry again. Same as in the music industry. Have you seen the kind of deals that happen in the music industry whenever you get a 360 deal? You're in a closed contract. If you sign in California, the bylaw states that you can't sign out until 7 years. I have hello, I can't talk. I took a lot of law classes whenever I was in college. Not like the typical taken class, but I audited in. If anybody knows what that term means, you're basically like sitting into a class. And I didn't sit in for all the classes, so I took what I could. Hey, what's going on, Charles? Welcome to the stream. I don't know, honestly, where I'd be without this lady. Work, personal, good moments, dark moments. Thank you. Oh, well, I'm so glad that I could be here for you, dude. It's my pleasure. It really is cutthroat. I would say music is a little more, well, no. I would say gaming is more cutthroat than music, actually. Yeah. Do I use any social media? Yeah, it's in the description of this video. I have a Twitter, which is Huggable Hipster. I have, excuse me, a Patreon, which is also Huggable Hipster. If you want to, please do subscribe. We are getting closer and closer to 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, and I also have an Instagram, which is Huggable Hipster Gaming. So, yes. Yu-Gi-Oh! Now is cutthroat, and I hate that it's become that. Well, it's a company. Any company, if they want to survive, has got to be cutthroat. Yu-Gi-Oh! Started out fun, but then they kept adding new things to the game. Power creeped too hard when it's point to win in like 4 turns or less, which is not fun. I played the card game for a solid decade before quitting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. That would make me want to quit too, because that's kind of irritating. I'm surprised Konami really thought that they could... Wait a second. That really could bury Kojima. Yeah, no, nobody could bury Kojima. Nobody. Thank God I had none of the above. Luckily, you said Instagram. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, welcome to the stream. Happy anniversary, YouTube anniversary. We're celebrating today. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe that's 4 years. 4 years. Hello. Hello, mother. Hello, father. Konami really thought that they could, and look at how that ended up. Yeah, oh, Konoshima actually made a game, and he did it without Konami. Dusted that one right off his back. But yeah, the thing is that whenever you create a game, and I've stated this before, and for the new people who don't know, yes, I did work at a gaming company. I worked at one for almost 2 years. There's a lot that goes on there. I was one of the only females that was working. Actually, I was the only female that was working whenever the company started, because I was there from the time that it started to the time of its demise. And I'll tell you, it is a fucking cutthroat thing to be the only female working in a game company for almost 2 years, up until the last point where they bring in people who have no experience in gaming whatsoever. Whatsoever. I don't get it. I really don't get it. There was this one girl who replaced me as head writer when she has no experience in writing. At the time, I just became a published author, and I came into the what was it, the game industry and everything like that. And they knew my credentials. This person only had like what they wrote a short story, and they didn't even publish it, kind of thing. So it kind of is weird to see how different game companies react. So like they'll say nice things to your face, but behind your back, it's all bullshit, you know. And that's one thing that I learned very quickly is to keep things closer to the chest. You have to keep your ideas and your copyrightable material very secret to you, because if someone hears that you have an idea for something, they'll take it and they'll run with it. Exactly, Chris. You can't make Metal Gear without Kojima. You can't. It's impossible. 3 years I missed. Well, it's okay though. It's okay. I can't believe it's been 4 years. Seems so much longer. I know, right? It feels like like a decade, honestly. I can't believe I've edited almost put out like almost 1,100 videos. Have you mentioned what gaming company, or will you not say the name? You know what? I'm going to say the name. I used to work for a company called Next Gen Gaming, which turned into Slime Studios. I'm not even fucking joking about that. Don't even know if they're around anymore, because after I left, it was like a domino effect. Everyone else started to leave right after me. It's horrifying to see. Nobody got paid. I'm owed $1,500. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. Let's see. I don't think she can. I'm not under an NDA, so I can. On a side note, one of my favorite female protagonists of a game, Alicia from Bullet Witch. Oh, nice. You follow back on Insta? Not a lot of the time, unless I really follow the person's Instagram. So no, I don't. I'm sorry. Unless I know the person in real life, or I know the person through YouTube or something like that, I don't normally fall back, or follow back rather. Closer to the chest. Oops, I spilled my card. I remember that mess. I still wish I could go pump them to the moon. Yeah, yeah. Slime Studios are still going. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. I need to check this out now. Hold on a second. Because I know the CEO. I was friends with the CEO. Let's see, Slime Studios. Okay, let's see. No, they're not going anymore. I just looked them up on Google. There's a next gen gaming still going. Seems like they're making online casino web browser games. Anyone surprised? No, they discontinued, because I remember talking to my friend at the time who was a CEO, and he told me specifically that he discontinued next gen gaming and he turned it into a computer help software network, so you can help fix your computer. Slime Studios. Well, hold on, let me check into it. It's always coming up as actual physical slime. What? Okay, well, it's a company that has a similar name. Yeah, it probably has a similar name, because I know for a fact that they went downhill as soon as me and a lot of people left. So they renamed. they put out a few more games, which actually, by the way, I have an IMDb page for the game that I wrote and I helped create, and I was the head writer for, and they put me on the page. They even misspelled my fucking name. It was a whole mess because I wrote for all the character NPCs, all of the character dialogue, all the stories and everything. And there was ideas for stories that they would bring to me and I would polish and I would create. And then I only got credit for one story. One. That's it. And next gen, there were similar game studio names, but they still ran with the name for next gen gaming. So I don't know why. But yes, legally I can say the name because I was never under an NDA, you know, and they had me under a contract, but that was only for the time that I was on there, and they know the contract and they voided it as soon as I left. So you need to do a book on your life and experience of content creation and gaming. Oh, that would require talking about myself too much. I'm not a fan of that. To be honest with you, like I would write a book about fictional stuff. I would never write a book about myself and my life. I mean, even though I've had a lot that happens in my life, I would never, I don't know. I would just feel weird about it, to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened with that company and everything like that. But yeah, being the only female at first that was working there was definitely interesting. I was very naive at the time. If anybody or if any of you guys ever want to work at a game company, just remember it's very black and white. You know, there are things you can do. There are things you can't do. If you are one of the creative personnel, you can really get into it and you can really dive deep into your creativeness, if you will. But if it's stuff like programming, it's very black and white. And you can create different things. You can do different things. But when you're starting out, I think I should say it's very black and white. But once you get more into the ranks as you go, it's, you know, it can be more creative. Well, possibly not yourself, but just how you see the industry and your experience and so on. Okay, interesting to think about. What if someone wrote a book on you like someone did on Mark? Oh gosh, that would be interesting. That would be very interesting. You'd want it from me. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if I've had someone, you know, write a book about me. Think of the ego someone has to have in order to have a book written about them. It's like, well, yes, can you write that in all parentheses and make sure I look extra fabulous? Yes, can you, please? Are you going to call me a dick? Okay, that's fine too. It's just one of those things where, like, if I'm going to write a book about me, it's going to be from me. If, you know, I wouldn't read it either unless she gave permission. Yeah. But yes. So what other topics would you guys like to talk about? I can spend a little more time here and then I'm going to be getting going because it's already like 9:12 and I still have to record the first episode of Resident Evil 3 for tomorrow. Oh. Man, I don't think you would. I think you tell the good and the bad. Yeah, that's true. I'd rather watch a hipster movie. Oh my gosh. Ari offered to read part of the story I'm writing. I'm still not sure if I want to. I mean, a lot of me wants to. A big part of me is going, what if she says it's shit? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, but I would never tell someone that their story is shit. I'm not Stephen King. Like a lot of the time he would get people writing into him saying, hey, can I send you my work? Can I send you, a part of my thesis or something like that? He would literally tell people that their stuff is shit because it doesn't have a coherent flow. Could I tell that to someone? Absolutely, because a lot of what people write is just synopsises of what a story actually is, and it's not well put together or anything like that. But I would never tell someone their story is shit. It's not. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, Tony. Now, if you were doing gaming on YouTube, what would you do on YouTube? If I weren't doing gaming on YouTube, what would I do on YouTube? Let's see. If I weren't doing gaming on YouTube, I would probably be doing makeup. I'm not going to lie. Like, I have a passion for makeup. I used to do makeup for clients back in the day. I did freelance makeup work for different people. So yeah, absolutely. If I were doing something else on YouTube, I would probably be a beauty guru, honestly. That's something that I still want to dive into on my vlogging channel. But yeah, I would probably be a beauty guru. Okay, Josh, sounds good. I could see Ari being a constructive criticism giver. You ask Neo. I give him a lot of constructive criticism. Let's see. It was Ernest Hemingway who said, "First draft of everything is shit." She does. She'll tell me if I have a crap idea. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. You don't want to know what time it is. Oh, no. I'm guessing it's probably like 3 or 4 a.m., judging from where you said you were. But the story I'm writing is now on version 7, and that's good. You need to have multiple drafts and multiple types of a story of the same thing. It took me 2.5 years to write the book that I'm working on, and I'm only just now writing the last chapter. My God, it took a long time to do that thing. The book and concept itself is based around a psychological condition called dissociative identity disorder. So it needs to be accurate. It needs to be as clear as possible for someone who does not know about the disorder whatsoever, and for people who do not know what DID really is. It is something that used to be called multiple personality disorder. 30 years ago, they actually recreated the name to be dissociative identity disorder because it is technically a dissociative disease. It is something of where your personality is built from the time you are 2 to 7 years old. From the time you are 2 to 7, your personality coalesces and becomes this kind of mixture of your parents, like your father, your mother, your siblings or anything like that. It fully forms into what your personality is. During the time when you are younger than that, if you've gone through several traumatic experiences during the time of 2 to 7, you can have what is called DID. And what this is basically the brain breaking up and giving you amnesic barriers so you can avoid that trauma so it doesn't impact you. That's why people have that's why they called it actually back in the day multiple personality disorder, because they thought it was multiple personalities. No, it's still the same person. It's just different parts. It's different people within that one person. And it's really interesting because it's like, the person who, okay, let's say this was an example that was done from Disassociated YouTube channel of where take a bowl, break it. Which piece is the original person? They're all the original person, just different versions of that person, if that makes sense. So, you gotta plan the story, middle, and end. Nice. Not music? No, not music. I would most likely do that on my own. I wouldn't have a music channel, no. Very accurate for those who have it and want to represent it honestly. Okay, good. So what happened at the end of your book? I'm not saying that. I see. That's why I have 7 of them now. Oh, Tony, I did not know you had DID. Yeah, is one of the things that's associated with DID is you can have multiple, how do I want to say it's alters is what they are called. Multiple different alters within one system, and the base of the human being is called the system. And the main thing about dissociative identity disorder is the disassociation part. If you are going through something traumatic and you are going through something that causes harm to the human brain, a different alter will front. And fronting is basically an alter taking the front. Like if you can go co-conscious and you can have one alter experiencing the things for you while you're basically like in the driver's seat experiencing along with them. So it's a very it's a scary disease to have, to say the least. So I'm just curious, when you looked into Dark Wood, what were your thoughts? I thought that I didn't want to spoil anything for myself, so I saw pictures only. I thought it was really intriguing. I really like the colors, the vibrant, not vibrancy of it, but like the vibrancy of like what it looks like in a way. I just like the way it looks so far. I didn't look into the story because I don't want anything spoiled for me. I don't have so much free time that I create them and still working on them. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought you actually meant you had DID, so sorry. He speaks about it. Honestly, me and more likely to hide it, but not shout at it. Tony deserves a lot of respect for that. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like people who are actually out and say that, hey, listen, I have DID. I respect that a shit ton. Like that's actually really great. And the fact that you, like Tony, you feel comfortable enough saying that to me on the stream, I really respect that and I really appreciate that. And that's the thing. Like I've talked to actually one of my best friends in the whole world. She's like a sister to me. She has DID, and it's, she'll be doing the dishes one night and she'll disassociate completely, and she'll be like, "Where the fuck am I?" And it's really interesting to see someone who so well disassociate completely, and every human disassociates, but it doesn't mean that you have dissociative identity disorder. You can only form dissociative identity disorder from the ages of 2 to 6. So I'll do it and I'll see my problems, but that's when I try to be shy about and hide it. There's a lot of a stigma that goes around with DID, and it's really sad because there's so many people who have it, and it's 3% of the population have DID, and it's actually the same percentage that has red hair. So if you look at the percentages as a whole, it's a very common thing. Also, 2 of them are very aggressive, so I lock them very deep inside. And yeah, I completely understand why. And the thing is that like you have to have a good relationship with your alters, and you have to have a good understanding of how your alters work in as far as they work with one another within your own system. And please correct me if I'm wrong about anything, because there wasn't that much work or studying done even in my time in school during for dissociative identity disorder. There was only articles that I would read, and I did practically my own research into everything because I was never formally really taught about DID, which is sad. They never really went into it at school. As a content creator, I don't feel like I can explain it without having a lot of questions and magnifying glass on me. Well, then the questions come from curiosity of people not knowing really what it is, and that's okay. As long as you have questions that are respectable, that are something that you can answer with an ease of mind, then yeah, questions are okay. That's how when people ask me about me and my childhood, with eczema and everything, I'm happy to answer any questions, just as long as they're respectable, just as long as I can answer it with an ease of mind. And what you can answer and what you can't, based on, personal life issues and everything like that. Oh no, they're not aggressive to others. They're just aggressive to people. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, correct me if I get anything wrong, because even there are some things about DID that I'm still learning, so I can accurately write things within this book. So, the thing is that I've been writing it for 2 years. I spent 1 year really fussing around with plotline, and then spent the last year really just honing in and writing things out, finishing up the book, and then I'm going to go over and edit it all and just try to be very cohesive with it and see what I can do. So, yeah, I'm hoping next year it's going to be released springtime. If once I contact my publisher and see how everything goes, I'm looking so forward to it. The questions don't just come from that, though. A lot of it is us judging and pouting it. I guess I don't want to feel like a damn lab rat. Well, that's not, and the thing is that like I understand why you say that, but a lot of people are just curious about it because it's not a very well discussed issue that happens, and it should be less stigmatized. So when quarantine is over for you, getting your hair done again? Yeah, I am. God, this looks horrible. Like, it's going even shorter. Like, I'm not even joking around. Like, there was so much bleach that was done to my hair, it damaged a lot of it. So you can be curious for the sake of just being curious. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with curiosity. I would actually love to let Ari have a deep discussion with me one day, and love to answer any questions about my life with Asperger's if she would have any of this. Yeah, absolutely. I have discussed, and I've actually helped kids in college with Asperger's. I tutored one of them in biology, and it was one of the most fun experiences ever because he said if I discuss anything that's off topic, it's part of the ADHD I have in combination with Asperger's. So he said if that ever happens, just bring me back on topic. So I was like, sure, no problem. So yeah, I actually, side note, I also did tutoring in psychology and biology and writing when I was in college. So it just has to come from a place of earnest and not hate or ignorance. Yeah, exactly. Ariel's amazing at that. So many deep conversations with her. Yeah. And I've just been like, the thing is that that's why I'm so happy I have a psych degree. So I don't judge people. I feel like if more people studied psychology, they wouldn't judge others for the conditions that they have. I got a question from one of my friends of, you look so happy online. Why do you have depression? And it made me, I answered his question and I was polite, but deep down I was just very pissed off at the entire thing, because it was like, you've never had this. So yeah, you don't know what it's like, but you can't just say you look happy. So why do you have depression and anxiety? Because I have had it since birth and it's genetic. Do me a favor and don't cut your hair any shorter than it already is. Maybe get a little longer, a little. No, I don't like long hair on me though. That's the thing. Like, I've had so much. The thing is, why I'm going shorter is because there was so much damage that was done to my hair from dyeing it and everything, that it's coming back in naturally. And my hairdresser told me that I should be cutting it shorter. And whenever she was discussing it with me, she was like, "Hey, if you can, cut it a little bit shorter. That way, it's up to like here, like right below the ear, so things can grow in, because there's still parts of it that are coming off still from when the bleach was in my hair." So that's why I'm cutting it a lot shorter. Let's see. For me, I don't have the voice in my head that goes, maybe saying that or doing that isn't a good idea. So I can say things that are rude or offensive, but I don't mean that in that way at all. And I completely understand that, and that's with a lot of people that I've met. And there was this one kid, God bless his heart, he would always say like the rudest things possible and then be like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know if that was rude or not. So accept my apology anyway." And he's just, God, such a sweetheart. I knew him in college. He was such a sweetheart. That triggered me when you told me that. Yeah, it did for me too. I didn't realize how much it did for me actually until after I spoke with him. So, like, a smile is not a smile. It can be an armor of protection. Yeah, a lot of the time it can be. And that's the thing, like, what you guys are seeing right now and what you always see in my videos is completely genuine, because I've worked, and I want you guys to understand this. I really want to sink in. I've worked so hard for my happiness. Like, I was suicidal when I was younger. I was always sad. I was always wishing that I was never here. Like, it got to the point of where, like, I would stop taking my asthma medication in high school just so I could, like, go away. So it was one of those things where, like, I worked so fucking hard for this happiness that I have now. It's just, it bothers me when people don't bother to do research, on different things. And then whenever I get pissed off at them, it's not because I'm pissed off at them. It's because I'm pissed off at the lack of ignorance that they have for lack of research. So I don't mind saying this, but I do apologize if this is too heavy for some. No, go for it. Go for it. It's okay. I'll vouch for that with as little as I know of the amazing, talented, beautiful lady. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I need to get a tissue. One moment. Oh my gosh. It sucks having to self-harm to be able to feel something, because when you're in a depressive state, you don't feel anything. You're just numb to outside world, everything. Honestly, like, motivation got out the window. And the fact that you got to that point, I'm so incredibly sorry that you did. And that person is a fucking asshole to say that. It's not easy to get over it. It takes a lot of work. Even just having a minor panic attack with a lot of things. Nothing is minor, but whenever you have a panic attack with a lot of things, that's even difficult to get over too, because your brain is constantly like saying, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And then it slowly starts to simmer down to a point where it's manageable, but no one should ever say to get over it, because you can't just get over it. If it's biological, you can't get over it. Even if it's like caused from outside stimuli, it's nothing you should just get over. So I'm so sorry that happened to you, because that's happened to me. That's happened to friends of mine. It sucks. The thing that broke me down was being unemployed and having nothing to live for nearly 10 years. And that's something that it happens to people, and it's unfortunate, but no one should break a person when they're already down. It's not, God, that sucks. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Get over it is a horrible phrase. How dare anyone say just get over it? They're not living inside your head or know how it affects you as a human being. I'm being too angry and protective again. No, you're being fine. Hey, listen, friends always are protective of one another, so it's fine. I completely understand you. Yeah, of course we're coming. The best thing I can say is that it's not about getting over it. The best advice I can personally have is the smallest step towards something better to have the biggest impact. Baby steps are still progress. Exactly. Like, when I had my worst depression in high school, even getting out of bed and making my room clean in the morning was a big deal. Like, even when I was younger, and this is going to get a little bit deep, so I apologize for those who have sensitive ear holes. But even like when I was a kid, I would have like scars all along my arm. And even though it looks clear right now, it got to the point of where like my entire like arm, like this section over here, would be bruised from the eczema that I would have because it got infected to the point of where like it's a condition called impetigo, and you need to like really like wash down the area too, that way there's no infection. And I forgot to wash it at one point, so an infection built up, it got painful, and people don't really understand the magnitude of what eczema can get to. And that's the thing of where I of where if I would go into the shower and it would be baby steps, I would go in there and it would be painful as hell. Like, that's why I have such a high pain tolerance, because it's like once the water would hit those wounds, it would be like knives going into the skin. It would hurt so fucking much. And then that would just be baby steps every single day, trying to get myself to a better state of living when I was a kid, you know, like being in high school, like trying to not let, whenever I would wear short sleeves and those scars would show, I would try to not let any of the bullying get to me. But it did, even though I didn't say anything. And then, you know, you just take baby steps. You wake up in the morning, you clean your room, you make your bed, you make breakfast. Breakfast was always a hard one for me because I never felt hungry. So the interesting thing is, though, is that I self-harmed because of the pain I felt was something that actually reminded me I was alive and made me want to keep alive. Okay. Yeah, I understand. It's really bad that you had to do that, but I understand. But yes, let's do a few more questions if you guys have any, and then I'm going to get going because it's almost an hour and a half that I have been on. You're such an amazing and strong person. All of you are. Yes, we all are. We're all strong. We are wonderful creatures of this universe, of this earth. And I may not believe in a god-like entity. I believe in all of you, and that's what counts. So that's the thing. For all I went through, I'm stronger for it now. Yeah, I mean, like, even though it really, gosh, really sucks what you went through. I can attest to that, because it's like, if I didn't go through what I went through, I probably would be a completely different person. And same with you, glad you're in this world of ours. Yes, exactly. Neo's an amazing human being. Yes, man. But you guys have any more last minute questions? I'm going to get going soon in order to record this. That way, it's ready for tomorrow morning. Any last minute questions? Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. I'm loving it. Oh, goodness. Like, we've had a consistent 10 viewers or more during this entire stream. I'm really pleased by that. I don't know if I'm stronger. I guess that's why I've never believed what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but makes me smarter and better to fight, but not better. Oh, better? Yeah, okay. Sorry. The thing I feel the most guilty about is that I sat in front of my own mother and said, I don't want to be alive anymore. I always felt awful about how she must have felt about hearing that. Yeah, it's definitely difficult from a parent's perspective to, I'm not a parent, but, it's definitely must be difficult from a parent to hear that from your child in a way. What's the appeal of Animal Crossings? For me, it's calming. That's the thing. Like, I get to relax with my friends and, play in this world that I never got to experience before. I know there's an entire audience for Animal Crossings. It's not something I'm going to be streaming. It's just a game for myself that I'm going to be getting. But it's just calming, I feel like. Getting to play around in this island and collecting bells for chocolate. It's going to be a really interesting one to do. Once I get like one of those full-sized Switches, I definitely will be streaming parts of it. But for right now, like, it's just a game for me. It's just the appeal that I saw, that it looked very calming. Iv'e, where are you from again? I am from New York. Originally from New Jersey, but I am from New York now. I've always felt more like a New Yorker than I have a New Jerseyan. I live my life now. I live my life. I live my life now by many principles and sayings. Yay! So you see his escape in real life. Many of them I own. New Horizons finally turned me around onto Animal Crossing. You see, I got turned around because number one, you convinced me, Josh. I hate you for that. No, actually, I don't. Thank you for that. And number two, my friend Maro. She's just sharing all the cuteness from Animal Crossings. I can't stand it, but I love it. And just the fact that it's really relaxing. You know, I can't wait to get it in the mail because next week I'm going to be ordering it from Best Buy. So I'm really excited about that. I get the feeling I'm going to get a lot of screenshots of your island. Yeah, that's true. It's going to all be on Instagram or Twitter. So let's see. I can relate to the dragon, and Ariel knows very strongly my morals. Yes, exactly. One of my personal favorites is this: you don't have to be rich in wealth to be rich in your heart and soul. Absolutely. Excuse me. I completely agree with that. But yes, I regret nothing. Darn you, Josh. Yeah, one of the things that I'm actually really excited about is to just personalize everything. Like, that's the most calming thing for me to do in any game is just personalize everything. Like, just to make it just very unique and fitting and just, oh my god. It's gonna be so adorable. So kawaii. Chincha kyopta. Which it means very cute in Korean. Too strong to my morals, Ariel must say. I have a bad connection because of the bad weather right now. Ooh, I'm so sorry about that, Tony. But we are going to be ending off soon. If you guys have any last minute questions before I end off, I'm just so happy I got to stream. And then we had a full house tonight. It was so awesome getting to stream for you, question. We're not going to raid anybody because I don't know if you can raid people on YouTube. Can you? Josh, in your experience with live streams, can you actually like raid people on YouTube? I don't know. I've never tried it. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to be whatchamacallit? Forgot what I was gonna say. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to be yes, I remember what I was gonna say. I'm going to be going soon to record the first part of Resident Evil 3 Remake, which will be out tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Hopefully you guys will be there for it, tuning in. I'm just really stoked to be able to see what goes on. Just keep in mind, I will be doing an in-depth playthrough, so this means we're going to be doing character comparisons, plotline comparisons, seeing if everything adds up. There will be multiple pauses within the game, so I can show you guys graphic points, how they differ between each game, if you get my drift. So, yeah. Ariel, thank you so much for everything you do, seen and not seen, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Oh, of course, Neo. It's always my pleasure. This is my passion. This is what hopefully I'll be able to get enough watch time to do for a living besides video editing. So yeah, I'm really excited. We're almost at 2,000 hours of watch time, you guys. We're almost at 2,000 hours of watch time. I'm really excited. So, not per se, you can just sort of politely ask people to hit up another stream. Okay, all right, fair enough. I may not have anything to spare, but I do because it's what I want to do. Yeah, I like that. As I sneeze into this. Excuse me. Bless me. Thank you. Thank you for opening up about your struggles and being so real. Oh, of course. And hi, Maddie. How are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, of course. I'm always going to be honest with you guys because I feel like, the more YouTubers are honest about what they deal with, what their intentions are on the platform, besides what they do as a passion on the platform, I feel like it's better for everybody involved. Yes, thank you for everything, Ariel. You're amazing. Thank you, Kashami. Thank you for everything, for being such an amazing friend. The sneeze is so cute. God. But you guys, I'm going to get going. I'm going to get out of here and get myself a glass of water because I'm just really thirsty. I need some electrolytes in my system. I don't know why I don't have Gatorade or Snapple or anything. I didn't do any hoarding whenever I went grocery shopping, so I can't relate. Keep your Chronos away from the big camera. Chill. Wash your fucking hands, people. Thank you. Good night. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. And I don't have anybody for you to go and watch next. Maybe watch some Markiplier because he's on my thumbnail right now. So yes, be sure to check him out. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. We're getting close to 1,900 people on the channel. So really excited about that. Yes, have a wonderful night, Josh. Have a wonderful night, Peter. Have a wonderful night, Tony. Have a wonderful night, Neo and Maddie and Kishami, everybody who stopped by. I really appreciate you guys so, so much. And thank you for 4 years on this platform. Here is to another 4, another decade, another everything with you guys. I'm really looking forward to it. So I will see you all in tomorrow morning's video. Peace, you guys.